Hello, everybody, and welcome to the RLPC stream night. As always, the new Friday nights. Thank you for being here. We have a stacked day of Rocket League, and just to let you guys know, we've got Mav first up here at 7 with between the Hornets and the Solar. Then we've got a AAA matchup at 8 between the Bobcats and the Heat. And then finally, we're going to end off tonight with a single A matchup between the Stallions and the Eskimos. But we are here on desk. I am here, Dead Medic, and joined on this lovely day to give me some analytic ability on this Mav matchup. We've got Raid and we've got Draftee. How you guys doing?
Oh, doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
That is good to hear. All right, so getting into this matchup, right? We've got Hornets versus the Solar. Now the Hornets have already played. They actually lost against the Zebra, which was interesting because in Arco's preseason way too early power rankings, he actually had them at second place for the entirety of the Mav scene. So, that loss to me was surprising to say the least. And of course, on the other side, we've got the Solar who have a victory already, but that victory comes off of a forfeit from the Piranhas. So we didn't see, how good they were through that. We didn't get any stats for them. We just saw that they won. So, I guess let's start here with the Hornets. Obviously, like I said, surprising loss. I'm not sure what you guys thought about it. They had a goal differential of -4. They really just didn't seem to get going. They also did not play their best player in Chuck, according to the MMR.
I wouldn't consider it that surprising in the sense that they didn't play Chuck, and Chuck is obviously their highest MMR player. And just going off of MMRs, they played 3 players all below 1070 MMR in their last game. And, they're mostly unknown players. I'm pretty sure they all came out of the draft. So, while Arco's power rankings are one thing, you take a look at the players they fielded and the experience and their ranks, it's kind of not that surprising in my opinion.
Now, what about you, Giraffe? Did you find it surprising that this Hornets roster would lose, especially considering they were ranked second in the preseason Mav power rankings?
Yeah, following off of what Raid said about the MMR, about the 3 players that played Trailblazer, Silent Wolf, and 14, all below 1070. So that, I think, maybe led to an advantage for the Zebras there. What did stand out to me was 14 got 5 of the 7 goals for the Hornets. He was the one guy who was able to pop off, but just couldn't carry it for the entire series. So with the power rankings, it's the first week, second week are always kind of iffy because you start to see the teams if they're gelling together, if they make changes or whatnot. So we'll wait and see what happens tonight.
Absolutely, and it's a good point. I mean, preseason power rankings, we base them off so little that they matter, but in the sense just to give us a base mark, and obviously, across the league and in all single A, triple A, all that kind of stuff, you have seen teams that were ranked very highly in preseason rankings, fall or not perform so far. But anyways, moving to the Solar, right? You've got they have the forfeit win against the Piranhas. So again, we don't have any stats for them. We don't know how good they are. Obviously, I've seen many of you guys in chat saying that Solar have got this. Solar the best. But they were only ranked number 9 in Arco's preseason power rankings, and he is on this roster. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Obviously, this will be the first time we really get to see them on stream in regular season. What do you guys think we're going to see from them?
I'll go out and say that I'm pretty sure the reason they were only ranked 9 by Arco is because I feel like there's some pressure if you're putting in power rankings for your own team not to overvalue them. And I feel like with it being Priest being early and with almost nothing to go off of, he was pretty conservative with where he put his own team. And in my opinion, he put it a little low, because if you just look at this roster on paper, Capital last season was in Paladin, and he was, in my opinion, the strongest on his team. And him and Mav is a bit of is really, really strong. It's a shame we haven't seen any statistics from how they've played due to the forfeits, but I expect big things from Capital, particularly for this team.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Giraffe?
So the series was 3-1 for the Piranhas, even though they did get the forfeit loss out of it. So I looked and actually watched the replays. 3 of the 4 games were all done in overtime, and all 3 of those were the ones that Solar lost. It was just a coin flip, and this could have been the exact opposite series, and Solar could have came out with the win regardless, even without the forfeit in their side. I took a look at just who scored one. On Capital had 6 of their 11 goals for that series too, so he's definitely the one popping off already at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't have the stream rosters for tonight, but I would imagine that Chuck should play tonight if they are able to get him. So if you're looking at just a battle between Chuck and Capital, right, who you would assume would be the 2 team carriers as we were just discussing, who do you think takes it in that matchup?
I would say Capital. I'd go with Capital. Head to head, I've seen Capital play heavily mechanical. I never did see much of Chuck. I don't think I've played him personally, but just from what I've seen with Capital, the way he carries himself, he sets the momentum for the game. So I'm going with him.
Yeah, building off of what Giraffe said, he's kind of that backbone piece of that team. Every team he's been on over the last few seasons, he's been that backbone defensive anchor. Like, yes, he puts up goals, but he also puts up saves, and he rotates, and he keeps himself in really good position for the entire game, which we're going to see in the stream tonight. And I really expect him to be the more well-rounded player compared to Chuck. And he's also more proven in RLPC, having been in here for longer and been more successful overall.
Exactly, and as I always seem to fail in my duties, I'm going to let everybody out there know. So the Hornets roster that we're discussing is Chuck, Trailblazer, Silent Wolf, and 1-4. And then for the Solar, we've got Capital, our Stevie, Arco, and Unicorn. I'm not going to say the rest of that guy's last name. It looks like he fell face first on the keyboard. But, so you discuss these rosters, and obviously, like you said, there's pressure from Arco as he's on one of the rosters for him to rank his team lower, that sort of thing. Looking at the 2 teams, right? Obviously, Hornets struggled to get on offense in the series against the Zebras, and you had mentioned that the Solar series, even though it was just recorded as a forfeit, there were OTs. There were OTs all the time. So, for you guys, what are some of the keys, I guess, to victory? Do the Hornets need to get a better offensive game going tonight? Do the Solar just need to not take it to OT? What do you guys think are going to be the keys to victory for each team?
I think the key to victory for the Solar is just play a very stable, centered game, because it was shown in the first game for the Hornets that they're not a super offensive team, and they only really get scoring from 1-4. And it's really they seem like the type of team that if you just play a consistent game and put up constant pressure, there's not enough variety of scoring for the Hornets to be able to fight back. And I think that for the Hornets to be able to win, they're gonna have to spread the scoring out to not just be from a single player, and really round out their game rotationally and work off of each other to get past this strong Solar roster.
So I got some insider information that it looks like Chuck will be there tonight. So he'll be part of the roster. So that could change up things based on the previous years with the Zebras. He was not there at all. For the Hornets, their issue I found was that they were being stuck in a defensive rotation, and Zebras were able to just put on the pressure, and they were never able to get it out of their zone. They just need to control their defensive area more and try to get a better breakout plan. As for the Solar, what I noticed, they do some great cycling plays in the corner that end off with a great opportunity on net, and Capital seems to be the one that's always their power shot in that kind of play. I would say keep up with that, and just don't be just watch on your rotations. Just careful with bunching up, and they should be good. All
right. We are still making sure the lobby is set up. Okay, never mind. So I guess we are good to go. So I'm going to thank you guys both for your analytic abilities tonight. I guess really quick, just give me some numbers, you two. Who do you predict to win this match? Start with you, Raid, and then just go to Draft.
Of course. I think that the Solar are going to take this by a series score of 3-1, because I think they'll just be the more consistent and offensively dominant team here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the same thing, Solar 3-1. I'm giving the 1 because I think Chuck could probably get them that win, possibly. We'll see what happens, but Solar overall, I believe.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Put your predictions in chat. We do have the prediction polls up today. All you gambling people can go and try to win. However, I believe we are going to transition to our casters for the night, which are going to be Cubics and Itachi. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. I am good. Thank you very much, Medic and Huff and Raid, for your insight on today's game. It should be a very good one by the looks of it. I am here with Itachi. How are you, good sir?
Doing pretty good. Ready to see some good Rocket League today, that's for sure.
Definitely. Should be a fun night as we start with some Maverick action. And we'll just wait a little bit here for everybody to get into the lobby. But based on what the casters are saying, it looks like this should be a pretty well-fought game.
Yeah, this should definitely be a back and forth battle. I want Game 5 overtime. That's what the script says. That's what we're going to follow. That's what we need.
Definitely what we need would be awesome to have a Game 5 overtime for sure. But we'll see what we get here today, as we're just about ready to get things going. And we see the players flood onto the field here, getting ready for some Rocket League action. Been a while since I've been here, but the first countdown is off and away, and the kickoff will be fairly neutral. Silent Wolf misses his touch, but goes and gets the demo here. A good start for what team is in blue?
Hornets will be in the blue, yeah, and then Solar's going to be in the orange. As Silent Wolf, oh my gosh, the Hornets are already getting really bumpy.
Yeah, a lot of aggression coming off here early for the Hornets, and it paid off in that first little bit with some good offensive pressure, but it hasn't panned out here in the long run, and we'll see if they can keep it up. Silent Wolf not able to get a touch on that one either. Right now, Solar with a good amount of pressure. This one in the danger zone, right in front of the net. Nothing will come of it just yet, but it's centered back mid. Wolf will be able to get out of danger's way for now, but only gets it as far as Capital, and Solar back on offensive pressure again.
Yeah, Solar is really finding their way just constantly back into the blue half, as Chuck's almost finding a goal. Silent Wolf follows it up, doesn't find it. Yeah, and we're going to be right back with a 1v1 situation and just this constant pressure from Solar. But both teams dealing very well so far on defense.
Defense holding strong for sure, especially on that transition game, like you were saying. Good to have that third man back there for the Hornets, in order to keep the pressure up. Trailblazer, dangerous ball in front. Is he going to be there? Acro comes in with a clutch play to keep it out of the back of the net. Same there with Stevie coming in and getting another key save here for the Solar to keep this one tied at zeros here. A missed touch. Acro can't hit it either. It'll be the third man here in Capital who will keep it out. And Capital, last year, someone that I played with, a very close shot here. Hits the post just past touch. Bumps on their own team in net. Frenzy on defense for the Hornets, but it doesn't go in. But Capital 1-2 watch out for here, but he can't get it done there, and Chuck has forced one through, and the Hornets take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he just needed to take an air dribble there, but Chuck with a strong 50, and he just gets a free goal. That's got to be one that Solar for sure is going to want back.
Definitely a winnable 50 there from Capital, but just couldn't position that Ford F-150 in the right way to keep that one out of the back of the net. And the Hornets up here, it seems like they haven't had the offensive pressure to really deserve this goal yet, but transition game looking strong here for the Hornets. Chuck able to boom this one back in, and we'll see if they can sustain pressure here on offense. Shot is just over the bar, though. Good chance from Chuck. This one will be just wide. Acro looking to make something happen. Can't quite do it. Capital can't get anything to go either. And the Hornets get the power clear.
Yeah, the Solar's finding themselves on offense, but it's just dealt with so well by the defense of the Hornets, and Silent Wolf is finding these long clears or these plays, solo plays out. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Frenzy in front of the net, and Trailblazers there to clean it up. If that Cuxier pinch hit on in, I would be screaming right now, but Trailblazer is there to pick up the pieces on what was a very good clear play there. And 2-0 for the Hornets. Looking good early here. The offensive game, it's there for the Solar, but the capitalization on the possessions hasn't been there, and the quality of shots just hasn't been as good either.
Yeah, and on the defensive end, Solar's really lacking in communication terms. They're having constant double commits, and then after, they're really just leaving their third man out to dry and kind of just create positive, gameplay for them. And that's, you got to back each other up. You guys got to talk. So maybe they'll reset here. Nope, we're going to see a team bump out of them, and this is going to allow a shot.
Silent Wolf sends that one about 10 light years over the crossbar. But the waterfall that came from it almost led to a goal. So it ended up not being as bad as 10 light years over the bar. That pinch is on net, though. And it'll be in from Chuck. And unfortunate for the Solar just not having the luck this game.
Yeah, a really good 50 by Chuck again. He just really knows how to position his car with the Fennec to get really good like that, but once again, an overcommit by Solar costed them another goal. And now you're feeling on the side of Solar is, what do? Do you really try to put everything in and try to come back, or start focusing on what you do next game to win?
We'll see if they can gain some momentum in the final few seconds here as the clock hits 40 seconds. And the Solar down 3 this game, all but a wash, and we'll see if they can get at least some momentum heading into game 2 here as the clock passes 30 seconds. Trailblazer keeping possession. What a pass to Chuck. My goodness. And it looks like the momentum will stay with the Hornets with that 4th.
Yeah, this is going to be Chuck, the hat trick hero, just pulling a Lionel Messi today. It just feels like everything he does, he just can't do wrong this game. He touch ball go in net.
As simple as that, caveman speak can describe Chuck's play in this game. Nearly 750 points on the scoreboard as well. Acro finds a way to get one back for the Solar on a great pass off the backboard from Capital, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, this is what the Solar need. Get one on the board, know you can score against these guys, readjust, and, who knows for the next game.
Who knows indeed. That has to give a good feeling at the end of this one. As long as they can keep it out of the net, Capital is there. And a good save there as well. This one put back into the corner. Stevie is there. Capital takes this one, tries to look for a centering ball, can't quite do it. Not a great touch from Stevie either. This one will be cleared out. The clock hits 0, and the Hornets take game 1 4-1, going up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, and that game was really... I don't know if it was the early demos and pressure that the Hornets had, but it seemed like right off the kickoff, the Hornets were just playing at a faster pace. Maybe Solar had some jitters. They put one on at the end, but then at the end again, the Hornets were about to score. So maybe we see that just lead right into the next game.
We'll have to see if the Solar can pick up the pace here coming in to game 2, as they did not look so hot that first one. Yes, pun intended, 100%. So as we head into game 2, we'll see if they can pick up the pace. But Hornets looking very good so far. A lot more consistent rotations, as you were mentioning. The Solar had some of those double commits, and definitely something they're going to need to clean up in this one.
Yeah, you can't do that against these teams, because at the end there, the Hornets really started to put together some good passing plays between each other. So if you're whiffing and your teammate and the other team that you're playing is really just gelling well, you're going to lose.
And lose they did in that first one, but we'll have to see what happens here, as possession will be right with the Hornets to start things off, just like we ended the last one. Acro trying to gain some possession, a good 50 there. Stevie looking for a center ball, can't quite get it by the defense. Chuck gets it out to midfield, but gives it away here. Capital sends it across, but no pass. Recipient is there in the way. Trailblazer gets it up to mid. Silent Wolf not in position to clear that one. And a double demo between Stevie and Silent Wolf turns this into a temporary 2v2. But that one will be cleared out, and the pressure taken off for the time being. Right back into the swing of things on offense, though. Very much could have been big, but nobody was there to connect on that pass on what would have been a wide open shot. if the Solar were able to get it.
Yeah, it seems like Solar, I think it was Capital was there, and then he turned away just before the pass came across, like he just didn't know, but... Oh! Once again, Capital, you gotta shoot it. Steal your teammate's goal, bro.
Gotta get the insurance on those. Just not enough, and this one will be in the back of the net. Somehow, a crossfield pinch from Trailblazer makes this one 1-0.
This hurts. That just hurt to see. They were doing so good, and to just get caught out by Trailblazers, another Fennec pinch. They've been scored on like that 3 times.
Not fun indeed. But you have to wonder if it's a consistency thing when it's happening more than once. You have to wonder if that's just a show of what the team's 50s are like. And Trailblazer sends another one in from midfield. Hornets taking a 2-0 lead here in game 2 again. The momentum is definitely on their side.
Yeah, it seems like the Hornets... The Solar's just giving them the ball, and the Hornets know it at this point. So they're just taking shots, and they're just taking really solid 50s, and it's just really picking apart Solar right now.
Yeah, those 50-50s definitely something that is really killing the Solar right now. They've been scored on quite a few of those crossfield pinches. And it seems like almost half their goals, I think, at this point have been those odd pinches that have come from poor 50s from the Solar, and we'll have to see if they can get anything back up in the momentum scale here at the end of this one. Off the backboard, good pass is out. He's beat by Chuck, though. This one is just wide. We'll see if another Hornet can get there. Silent Wolf will fly just over the ball. No shot on that one.
Should be 3-0.
able to clear it. Yeah, really.
Sorry.
That would have been a great shot, too.
Solar got away with one there.
Yeah, a little bit clustered and flustered on that defense, and there's the payback. That's the 3-0 goal. Hornets back up 3-0 again, may I add, with about half the game remaining. And this is just the exact same story we saw in the last game. Yeah,
the Hornets are really just picking them apart. They know they have a lot of pressure on the field, and they're all rotating really well back and covering their teammates well, and they have a really solid 50s against the Solar team. So it just seems like Solar's got to do something. They need somebody to be their star player right now and just put everybody on their back.
They need that spark to make that the ball of hydrogen go boom for the Solar here. I'm trying, okay? And Capital misses the save, and Trailblazer will make it 4-0. This fourth goal coming earlier than it was in the last game, but still coming nonetheless. 2 minutes left, and this game is also looking like a wash for the Solar.
Yeah, there's just a swarm of Hornets blocking out the light of the sun right now, and there's just nothing they can do.
Nice. We're trying, okay? We're not as good at this yet as QDC, but, you know, we're getting there. Solar finally looking like some pressure. I think that was a triple commit there as well, but nothing will come of that somehow. And the Solar's minimal pressure that they've had this game, they haven't looked to have that offensive prowess that they've had in the last couple games either. They had it for the first couple minutes, and then after that, they haven't really been dangerous at all either. And that's going to be something that they'll look to improve on, is making more dangerous chances, as this ball is dangerous. Chuck making the good decision to get off that. Nobody would be on that one for the Hornets, though, and would have been a great shot if they were. Hornets getting possession here. This one just off the bar, and Chuck can't read it. And Silent Wolf can't get there either. Oh, another freebie for the Hornets will not go in. And it really should be 6-0, but 4-0 is already a pretty bad scoreline here for the Solar, and they gotta be feeling the pressure now, as they just haven't performed this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Solar this game. I hope they're calming well, and maybe they're just just having unfortunate days. But it really seems like initially they'll play really well. But after that first goal, it seems like they kind of beat themselves mentally.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get their mental game back in order after this one, and hopefully that'll help with the double commit situation that we're finding. They are in bar and out again from Silent Wolf. Oh man, very close shot there. This one will be just wide again from Trailblazer. We'll see if they can get a rebound on it. A bump. Silent Wolf decides not to go on it. Probably the smart decision there. Stevie able to clear it into the corner here, but this one is dangerous. Back out in front again, but the clock will hit zeros, and it'll be 2-0 for the Hornets in what is a 8-1 game in terms of goals, and the Hornets just looking absolutely dominant here.
Yeah, Hornets are they're making defensive mistakes, but they're just not on defense ever. So it doesn't really matter because offensively, their offense is just too much for the Solar team they handle. Solar just needs to reset and just come and throw everything out this game. They need to just ball chase, try to take away all their pressure, just do something. Because sitting back and watching the Hornets clip on you is not how you want to go out.
Not how anybody wants to go out, really, to have the other team clip on you all game. But we'll see if they can turn this one around, claw back a little bit here, as we are set for game 3. Not the contest we were expecting, but definitely a good show here from the Hornets. We'll see if this can come into anything here. Acro going to be on this ball. Can't get a touch, though. Goes for a bump. Won't get that either. Capital with it in the corner, trying to make something of it. This one is back out to mid. And I think that possession there was a perfect example of how this game has gone for the Solar. They tried to get possession. Acro couldn't get a touch on it. Capital had the touch, gave it right away to the defense, and that was it. And that's just seemed to be the entirety of the pressure that the Solar has had here in the last about 3 minutes. But as I say that, Solar up 1-0 here in game 3. A misread bounce off the backboard, and Stevie able to beat Chuck.
Yeah, this is obviously their first lead, so I'm hyped for them right now. But now I guess we'll get to see how Solar play while they're ahead. It looks like they're playing pretty well. You know, they're finding each other now. It looks like maybe they've calmed down, but the Hornets are 2-0, I guess.
Hornets are 0-2 right now. That pass off the ceiling, nice read from Acro there to put it in as well, and that's like a solid minute of gameplay. We'll see if the Solar can keep this pace up. If this was the spark that they needed to ignite their mental game and bring it back to even here. But this 2-0 lead looking good for Solar so far.
Yeah, but now it seems like the Hornets are starting to pick it up. They find themselves in the own half, so they're going to look to stay as long as they can and get a goal and then come right back because they need it. But will this Solar defense, finally have all the kinks that we saw earlier in this series smoothed out?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Trailblazer gets one on Acro. Awkward ball off to midfield here. Chuck sends it back into the corner. He's looking for a pass. Can't quite find one. Beats his own teammate, but Trailblazer is all alone in their end with the ball. He's able to boom it out, get a little bit of a waterfall going as well, but a good clear comes out from, I believe that was Acro. And some pressure now for the Solar back on the offensive side of the ball, and we're seeing them finally find the kinks in that defensive armor of the Hornets that you were mentioning last game, Itachi.
Yeah, they had their moments where they were getting beat, and Solar had a lot of chances. It was just unfortunate that they weren't, finishing at the end. But they were just immediately getting capitalized on after the missed shot. So this time it's nice to see them, converting, and, their defense is holding up pretty decently. I had to hold it.
To give it time to breathe before you let it out. But yeah, their defense is looking better this game, and mostly because they're not doing a whole lot of it. This one just off the bar, very close shot from distance there from the Solar as well, and Yeah, and just not playing a whole lot of defense has seemed to be their strength, but they're on defense now, and they'll be able to get that clear out that they needed. Chuck plays a dangerous ball in the middle. Capital can't capitalize on that chance. Acro is there, sends it off the boards, gets another touch, but can't quite get it middle. Stevie is back for this one. Chuck trying to find a way mid, and they can't just yet, but some offensive pressure here from the Hornets. Stevie trying to clear, whiffs. Acro is there to is there to clear it out for the time being. Stevie back again. He seemed to be that defensive backbone here for the Solar so far, making a couple clutch plays to keep the ball out of the net. And a good chance here as well for Stevie on the offensive end to show his skills. Just can't quite beat the keeper.
Yeah, Acro. I'm getting on the train to Acro as well now.
Okay.
Had a chance in front of the net there, but he just missed it. And, you know, fortunately, the Hornets, their counterattack this game has not been as good as it was before. But it might just be because Solar is really being more aware of not leaving their third man out to dry when they're back. Aside from right there, but...
Also very true. It seems that their entire core is more a unit now, and Stevie being that third man backbone, I think that they needed here to keep that defensive prowess up here and keep the pressure on offense, keep those booming clears coming. Capital sends it mid. Silent Wolf whiffs. Arco can't quite get it to go there. Stevie booms it back. Wolf, I don't think, was ready for it, but he'll be able to recover. Stevie tries to get another one, and another save coming out. Arco is there. Capital able to get a 50 to mid, but he doesn't have a teammate as backup. Trailblazer with a shot. Stevie is there again.
Big save.
Big save from Arco there. Now that I'm pronouncing his name correctly. A triple commit by the Hornets. Arco,
Oh, you're clipping.
open field going for the double tap. Would have been nuts if he hit that. But Solar are able to win game 3 2-0 and make it a 2-1 series. And shutting the Hornets out in this one, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, that's definitely huge as well. Because if they win this next game, shutting out your opponents in a first game and what has to be a reverse sweep for you guys to win is a really big step, because they just scored 8 goals in a row and you just kept them to nothing now and won. So you're a little bit in their head, and you're looking to take momentum with this game. However, the Hornets, they were firing on all cylinders. So if they come out and play like they did in the first and second games, they're closing it on this game.
I think what's going to be big here as well is to see who gets this first goal. I think that could determine a lot with 2 shutouts already in the series. One for each team, in fact. It could be a big momentum swing for whoever can get that first goal.
Yeah, the getting the first goal, it's seeming like it's beating both of these teams. Like maybe they're just having trouble initially responding.
Whoa, clutch whiff from Capital there, and he's able to not let it affect him too badly. Silent Wolf can't get the double. Trailblazer commits on that one. Capital has a center, can't get it to Stevie. Arco is back. He'll clear it out. And this one will be back in the orange, and a great bump from Capital from behind to keep that goal out, or at least what very much could have been a goal. But they're stuck in their own end. Solar can't find a way out. Trailblazer off the bar, trying to find a way to keep it out, but Chuck is able to force it in, and it is 1-0 Hornets.
Arco got beat there, and Stevie just couldn't get back. That's just unfortunate. And now you're worried for Solar. You know, you got scored on first, and everybody loses when they get scored on first. Oh no.
Especially if stuff like this happens in open net. Silent Wolf can't hit it somehow. Back past a Trailblazer, and the Solar got absolutely gifted one there.
Yeah, Solar keep getting lucky. Oh my lord, they gifted him one. Oh my gosh.
This game is picking up in intensity on both ends. A lot of close chances for both teams. A fantastic pass. Oh my goodness, Trailblazer finding a way to get it to Silent Wolf in the middle. What a beautiful pass that was.
Yeah, that was a really good play between Trailblazer. The pass, it just made it so difficult for Capital to challenge that, because he even put it on the favorable side of his teammates' 50. That was a really, really good pass by the Hornets. So Solar have to respond. Right here, or they will lose.
Definitely. Fantastic vision there to find that pass, and we'll see if this pass coming in here, Capital can't get onto the end of it. Arco, I can do it, I promise. Finds a way to correct himself. Silent Wolf almost put it in his own net. That would have not been very good. But some good chances here coming out from the Solar. They just haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. Back on defense, and Stevie own goals. Oh, that's not good.
Stevie said, Silent Wolf, dog, when we pass you the ball on defense, this is how you do it.
Yeah, not good.
Respect.
Stevie showing Silent how to own goal like a champ. And well, okay, maybe a plat, but Silent Wolf will get one back here. Another 4-0 lead here for the Hornets. We've seen this twice already this series, and twice the Hornets have won the game, to no one's surprise. When any team has a 4-0 lead, you kind of expect them to be able to pull it out.
Yeah, throwing a 4-0 lead it's a team breaker. Usually, if you're up 4 and you lose, that team usually tends to split up. But I don't think it's going to happen here.
Doesn't look like it will. Clock just past halfway here. Chuck able to get a center. Trailblazer is there. He finds a shot just wide. No offense coming out for the Solar, though. This one is dangerous again. Arco with a good clear. We'll see if he can get back onto it. Chuck is going to beat him to it. And Stevie will get the clear. We're going to need to see some offensive pressure coming very quickly here from the Solar. A shot from Arco as if on Q4-1 Hornets. The Solar bringing this one back.
It's a great shot. It was a great play, but it just feels a little too late. You need 3 more. You have 1 minute and 54 to do it, so it's doable. But you haven't come back. Nobody in this series has. Usually the people who get the lead have been winning these games, so you've got to overcome a series obstacle in this.
So far, the Solar have 4 goals in their 4 games, which is 3 times less what the Hornets have with their big 12 so far. And 1.5 minutes left. Stevie with the shot will find the back of the net, and they are on time. Within the next 40 seconds of that last one, they get another one. They're on pace to come back here, Itachi.
This is good. This is what you do. You battle. You go down 3-4 goals, you battle. You forget everything that's happened, and you just scrap at that point. And Solar are doing it well. They haven't been on defense for the past unless
Silent Wolf with a chance here, shoots it just wide again. Silent Wolf has gifted the Solar a couple of goals tonight that should have been in the back of the net and just weren't. And something that the Solar are going to try and use to their advantage here. Capital with a chance.
A huge bump.
Arco
oh my
with
god.
The bump.
I'm on the Solar train. I've seen the light. Take me to the promised land, Solar.
I've seen the light. Oh boy. Here we go with more puns. But they are back in this. 1 minute left on the clock here about that, and 1 goal to come back with all of the momentum in the universe. Capital goes up and scores! 50 seconds left. Solar have come back from 4-0, and our caster curse is back and better than ever.
Anything is possible in Rocket League if you don't give up. If they win this game, I just want everybody to remember that Stevie owned gold to show how much of an alpha he was.
That's
All part
also
of the plan.
true. The goals are 5-3 in favor of Solar, one of them being on their own net, but this 4-4 game has become a complete... It's 50-50 who's going to win at this point. Hornets look good in the first half. Solar have looked fantastic in this last minute and a half or so. Capital with a chance here. Arco not able to get onto the end of it. Stevie is back. He's going to wait on this ball. Silent Wolf looking for the center. Stevie corrals it. He needs another touch. He doesn't get it. Arco is there with the save, keeping him in it. Solar looking for the full 5-goal comeback. Silent Wolf with the center to win the series.
No one's there.
No one is there.
Solar got away with
gentlemen, we have overtime. It is 4-4. Solar with the last 4 goals in the last 2 minutes of this game with all the momentum in the world. Chuck shoots that one just wide. Stevie trying to clear it out. Silent Wolf with the center. It is cleared. Pressure is off of Solar for now. Can they chase it down? They do. Arco is there. This one hits the ceiling. Chuck just misses. No contact is made. Trailblazer sends it right to Capital. He pops it up. Arco looking to get onto it. He can't find a good 50, and Chuck is going to be there to clear it out. Hornets' turn now to get some pressure going. Chuck trying to center it. Nothing on that. Silent Wolf goes up. He's able to touch it into the corner. No help from his teammates as of yet. Arco trying to get it around. This one is off the wall. Trailblazer sitting under it. Chuck goes for it. Can't get a good 50. This one will be cleared out to mid. Silent Wolf is there to greet the ball and say, nuh-uh, you're staying in our offensive half. Trailblazer with the center. Capital with the power clear. Do they get one back in? Demo will keep that from happening for the time being. Stevie is on this one. He gets the 50, but Chuck is going to be the first one on it. Hornets looking to keep possession, but they are out of boost and have to retreat. Arco gets the pop. Capital reads it not well enough to get a shot off there, though. Can Stevie bring some pressure? He does. Can't get a shot on there.
Really good 50, Chuck.
This overtime is nutty. Arco almost squeaks it in there, and almost 2 minutes into this one, the action has been nonstop.
Yeah, this is getting a little dangerous right now for Solar. This game, edge of the seat, it's so back and forth. Right now for the Solar, you want Arco to bring the ball out, you want Capital demoing, and you want Stevie taking the shot. Because Stevie's got a cannon of an accuracy right now. He's not missing. Silent Wolf, though, you got to come up big. Trailblazer has to as well. Because this overtime, the longer it goes on, whoever wins this will win the series. Even though Solar has another game.
2-0 is missed from the Solar. Literally a golden chance. Will not find the back of the net. This one's over the bar for Stevie. Can they get onto it? They don't. Arco looking for a center. They get it mid. Nobody's there to greet the ball. And it's out. Nobody's back. Chuck off the wall. Shot is in. Trailblazer at 2:37 ends the series, and the Hornets take it 3-1 in what was an exciting last game. What a game that was.
Yeah, what a game. Solar had an open net with 2 players going down the field, and I guess just Capital just didn't have boost, so he just couldn't pass it off. That is a heartbreaker. And then 20 seconds later, you get scored on. Oh, it was so close.
That really has to sting for the Solar. That so close to getting the next goal, and like you said, having a great shot to win the series, but just couldn't do it. Hornets will take this one 3-1. And with that, we are done our Maverick game, and we'll take a short break here before we get back into our AAA game that is up next. But for now, we'll say see ya for a couple of minutes.